Hi guys, today I want to talk about my home theater and review some of the acoustic treatment that I've done to my media room. So here we go. So doing acoustic treatment on this room was a tough job. We moved into this new house about 5 to 6 months ago, and the media room is on the first floor of this house. And as you can notice, this room doesn't have a right wall. It only has a front screen and a wall with windows on the left and a bay window behind, and we have curtains covering them all. So I got in touch with Invention Audio at a What Hi-Fi event a couple of months ago, and I called Sandeep to come over to my house and have a look at this room and see what he can do to, um, you know, enhance the acoustics inside this room. Uh, so I have a full HD projector from BenQ, and I have a screen which provides a large 320 centimeter display. I have a Bose Lifestyle 535 for the home theater. Uh, when I moved into this house, the sound on the perceived sound was really bad, and that was because we had stones for the flooring, and there was a lot of open spaces, and I had glass on either side of the room. After installing these panels and also the carpet below, we are able to handle a lot of acoustic weaknesses in this room, and the resulting sound is just amazing. So that was a track from The Dark Knight Rises. Previously, when I was listening to this track in this room without any acoustic treatment, I would uh, find that there was a lot of extra bass in the room. The bass wasn't as tight as what you would have heard right now. Uh, I would notice that the bass would linger around in the room for longer duration, and somehow it felt like it was interfering with the music that would come after. And there was the rear speakers were never audible. Anything that comes out of the rear speaker was never audible for me. But now they're very crystal clear, and the dialogues there was no dialogue in this song, but whenever we watched movies, the dialogues were not audible. So I had to keep the volume on the center speaker really loud to be able to listen to dialogues. And even then, they would not really give a good feel of the movie. So now I've noticed that all of that has gotten handled. So let me explain what all treatment I've done here. So one of the first things I did uh, to improve the acoustics in this room is to install these carpets. So I bought these carpets from a company here in Bangalore called Interface Floor. They're basically box of carpet tiles. Each tile is 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter. So I bought three boxes of them, and they installed it on the floor. So this ensured that the stone in the floor was completely covered with an absorption surface. Um, just so that you know, the stone on the floor here were made, they look like this. And these are Kota stones. They're great for your house. However, it's really bad for acoustics. It would reflect a lot of sound back, and the experience was not really pleasant. So the first thing I did was to install these carpets. And as simply as a function of installing these carpets, the sound in the room got so much better. But then there were, if you listen to tracks and watch movies, you could tell that there was something else that needed to be done. And I had asked Sandeep to give me a few panels. And he also suggested that I go for two corner bass traps. So this is uh, a 2 feet by 4 feet panel. Uh, and it's made of grated pine wood, treated with a proprietary chemical, and they were easy to hang. So he shipped them over from Hyderabad to Bangalore, where I stay, and my friends and I, we could easily install it in our room. The corner bass straps are made of rubber, and they do a very good job in absorbing low frequency sound waves. So now, as a result of all of this proofing, I am able to enjoy my music and the experience movies better. And sometimes I feel that I'm able to listen tones on a track that I was never able to listen to before, simply because I now have better acoustics and I can pay attention to minor details in the soundtrack. The experience while watching movies is really amazing. I really get an immersive 5.1 channel experience now, something that I was not getting before at all. Uh, Movie makers, they go through a lot of pain to ensure that the sound is engineered properly, just so that we viewers can enjoy what it is, the emotions and the sentiments that they want to communicate in a scene. And I'm very happy I'm now able to experience all of it crystal clear. So for anybody thinking about acoustic treatment for your room, I think you should just go ahead. And I wholeheartedly recommend Invention Audio. They're a startup in Hyderabad. They do a fantastic job. Sandeep, who came and who I kept in touch with throughout this process, is a very knowledgeable guy. So I'm sure he'll guide you through the whole process of acoustic proofing your room. If he can proof a room as complicated as this, I'm sure he can do a great job in anybody's house. Thanks for watching.